Let me collapse this rap. It's a bear trap, right? This was bare knuckle fight with the bestest loins. The lion sits and prey will just relapse into wind. It wasn't caught with the claws of the paws of the jaws that deposits of talk where it belongs, because then it was beloved by all. Every time soft and raws a rattles all like marbles drop, the game's begun when you're born. When cloth would get caught some, because then I could clutter some cloth that was caught and was picked by mom, or maybe on, or maybe charm, or maybe wall, that walks hand in hand until the water starts type stuff. And then the star was short, crossed the bar with the cross me hard. I hope this part was wrong. This part was hard and sat above the fire that we sparked. See the tender talk, and that's all it talk type stuff. Because then another R-type jet would have spawned. Another wicker basket done. I'm wicked with me raw, because I have done practice enough that the practice make perfect, and that part is single posy where it belongs. See, rows of these were geese, and that's a goose when you just have one. Another sip from tonic, get the harp, and then you start to panic, and then another drop of sweat would come from bra, because then you could cup a song that you love so much, just with the glittery heart, like everybody's song. Gave a whole bunch of hoes and a whole bunch of hoes that get bent over what you just called to make a table on top, with a bunch of feet that touch the ground to give it gravity shock, because then you could have been small from the ground, nervous you was. Magnets that sit when the signet would begin, because then I'd be back at it again, spitting my shit that sounded the best. And the bars with the bracelet and the buses, because the hunches and they coming for lunches. Another lunch in this crowd with these ones that I have for you. The crops is on the marsh, yes, and then every time the Martian is an honest wizard of all shit, the tin man with the sharpest that he swung. It looked like an ox, it smelled like one too. But more smelled of some blood, and maybe my blood test wasn't enough. I see I blowed out the sword when nobody saw, because they blushed a bunch of vegetables in the pot. They almost died. It's almost time to break some more, direct the flow and put in the spot where it belongs. Another pig for hole, because in their piping hole could get the mitt so you wouldn't get burned unharmed, cause you didn't have glove. You admit you called, because then it missed to show with the ticket pole. She sit in a wall until Kurt is bold. Then I writ some more, because then I writ most slow. Yes, ribs just under jaw. Some more undertow will give you pole. That's the water that drip from above. That's a waterfall. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't this a pot of gold for a leprechaun? I just hop over what had a rainbow, yo. The Skittles and bugs no more, because in your bugs he took with a bunch of them of the bows and hoes, because then I gone and bothered, yo. Enough for steam to come out of ear canals. I thought you was just thinking real hard. Unless I say this again, because the lamp with the song glisten when I start to rip, because that's when the sun would have got a couple of them drops of fall, because that's the chemical reaction, dawg. That's what they brought, that's what they got, and hold and bark the flows, because every time I bark some more, because the rhinoceros with a heart, the nose that would start to glow like it was blue or red like both, because then I could say so sweet and get it absorbed so you could hear in your own tech dome, because then the technology got more strong, more so than before, bro, because then I said this like it ought to just off the fucking order so it can fucking go in different directions. Like it's something you create, you're the captain of rip every time that I fucking say it. Best and bright like that, every time I crack the ball on the butt, like it just got made, cause it just did. You just saw, you were witness to it. When I start with something to make you wince, like a rolled up Meg, it's a dog, and he puts up the paw again. Maybe the mark was covered with blood, and you saw who did the crime even though it was dark. Was it glistening by moon or what it is? Because what type of inventions have they invented yet? With glass beads, found necklaces, and my necklace shade. Every time in this neck the woods, I want to wring your neck again until it was wiry, friend, and then put a couple wires in them. The copper type ones that I would go choose from the junkyard with the junkyard dog. Had the junkyard dog bark that could scare everyone as they get their legs walk right next to the fence. It wasn't electrified, but if it was type shit, Jurassic Park, and then you would fly 20 feet and have a bewildered look on your face, like what happened to me. Flowers that go some more yoke with some water pulp, because that's a water pulp. Just above, just gonna be the faucet, son. It was off, now it's off. Maybe my soul was at twilight, who knows? Maybe purple was slow, because that could have been the jack for your call to get it higher above than the asphalt that they laid and let it dry. Then we rest alright. Identify right like it did cry. Maybe y'all were just pork rinds that were pork fried. Then I could be the spark of the bark of the car that lets off the exhaust. It's like just water rev up and then in a second then be gone. Bewildered tall from what would glow. I had the club and now it don't, because that's a gypsy walk, and when it would stop, that's when the walking wheels were broke. He spoke, and then he spoke these words from now on, and none else. Yes. And then all the nuns got wet in a particular spot. When legs were connected, then I connect with each sentences I said. If I did, I'd go back like Ziggy helped me out. Quantum leap every time that I sing. It wrapped these things, because then the baddest would come with the bad would have struck a couple of wings, like it was dark from the light that it was, because this light that you hawked could have been bad, I think. But that goes for all, and that goes for the dog book with the dog star on the back walls, because then the back pole was steaming long enough to pour some Swiss Miss with the marshmallows that were small. Oh. Collage up some these flows for y'all. Collage up some these flows for y'all. Was it this rhyme that I give try? Was it the tractor that saw? Yes. Was it what was gonna get one and one with it? Then it wasn't, dog. All of the lungs type stuff as the lung was stretched for a lawn chair then and stretch your limbs. Why not? TWA.